right, it is time to go racing from Rockingham. Up front will be Matt Hayden and Alex Grates. Harold Rothery and Roger Pierce have the second row. Casey Bacala, Josh Oxendine on the third row. Jackson McLean, Kyle Martin have the fourth row, and Andrew Thornton and David Klopotsky round out the top 10. Joey Smith and Jimmy Fitzmaurice, 11th and 12th. 13th is Tyler Green, Timmy Martin in 14th. Terry Duguay is 15th, and Jared Lucas in 16th. 17th is Michael Craig, Jason Blatz in 18th. Chris Johnson in 19th. Art Milne starts 20th. 21st is Kyle Lefevre. 22nd is Daniel Miller. Edmund Jones is in the cone car. He will not be on the grid. 24th will be Dylan Kalin, Byron Bartlett, Fred Houle rounding out the field. Waiting on everybody to take the grid. Looks like Andrew Thornton, Byron Bartlett, and Fred Houle. No, Byron is in the legend car tonight. So it looks like he might be helping with admin duties. Andrew Thornton has not gridded yet. Birthday boy, hurry it up, buddy. Dylan Kalin starting at the back of the grid after winning last week. Currently second in points, just 10 points behind Harold Rothery. But Harold starting much, much further up the field. Harold starting in third has an opportunity to extend his points lead here tonight. Looks like everybody who's gonna race has Andrew Thornton and Fred Houle do not make the grid. We'll see if either of them chooses to start from pit road. Pace car leads them around. As they roll down the back straightaway towards turn 3, out of turn 4, the pace car will hit pit road. The start-finish line in an odd position just past the center of the front straightaway. Pace car is in, and here we go. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away, and Alex Grates gets a great restart. We've got a wreck on the front straightaway already. No caution yet. Both drivers cleared the track. It looks like Tyler Green and Joey Smith involved. Alex Grates, who has a bullseye on his back tonight, currently in the lead. Matt Hayden in second. Points leader Harold Rothery now in third. Casey Bacala in fourth. Roger Pierce in fifth. Kyle Martin, Josh Oxendine, Jackson McLean, David Klopotsky, and Terry Duguay round out the top 10. Terry Duguay already up 5 spots. Let's see if we can see what happened to Tyler and Joey on the start. Looks like the entire inside line checked up. Tyler had to drop down to the bottom and just bumps Joey. They both go off track. Terry Duguay already on the move toward the front. Last time by, the fastest lap was Roger Pierce. Art Milne apparently has come to pit road. And now it gets sketchy off into the, they're wrecking 4 cars involved. More will be involved before this is all said and done. Caution is out. Taking a look at it from where Josh Oxenden was sitting. Oh, they were already around. He had nowhere to go. Casey Bacala was involved in that. He took a heck of a hit. Looks like Casey had to check up to not get into the back of the points leader, and everybody stacks up behind. Chris Johnson gets caught in it. Chris almost clears it, but he sends the 99 to the moon. Kyle Martin definitely, I'm thinking that's probably going to have some pictures up here. Timmy Martin came into the party late, almost gets checked up, but the 48 comes from behind. Dylan Kalen second in points coming into tonight. Won last week. Comes to a complete stop and actually manages to avoid all the chaos in front of him. And a lot of the field on pit road now. Matt Hayden has assumed the lead. Harold Rothery in second. Alex Grates now in third. Jackson McLean in fourth. Terry Duguay barely manages to survive that. He comes up. He is now up in fifth after starting 15th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice is sixth. Look at this. Dylan Kalen, just by virtue of stopping on the track, letting the chaos happen, and then get moving, he picks up 17 spots. He is up to seventh. The cone car is rolling toward the start-finish line. If you haven't seen the cone car in action, you're going to want to watch this. We'll actually hop in the cockpit, turn on the camera in the car. I'm not sure. I think he's going around one more time, as there are cars blowing up on pit road as we speak, but most of the drivers coming back down. And looks like Edmund's going to go get lined up. Now, Edmund should take to the start-finish line this time. And then once he's in position, the drivers will choose which lane they want to start in. The cone's heading up to position himself on the start-finish line here. All right, Edmund parks the cone car on the front straightaway. All the drivers can choose which lane they want to restart in. There is a penalty for hitting the cone car. You will get an EOL if you hit it. Of course, that hasn't stopped a few of the drivers from hitting it, but nonetheless. There comes the pace car leading them all around. And here they come, choosing their line, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. And some of them cutting it very, very closely. Looks like the vast majority are going to take the inside line. What in the... The 99 has decided he is going to play chicken with the cone car. And of course, the 99 is driven by none other than Kyle Martin. We'd expect nothing less out of Kyle. Actually, I think that means there's 3 cars in the field that could get wrecked tonight. Obviously, the cone car in post-race, the 71 and the 99, all of them could get sent to the moon here tonight. Pace car is in. Green is back in the air there, down and away. And down the front straightaway into turn 1. Everybody jockeying for position here, trying to pick up as much as possible early in the run, knowing that this could go green and we could see a lot of draft racing. Harold Rothery on the bottom in second place. Matt Hayden still has the lead. A lot of cars bobbling a little bit off of turn 4. A lot of these drivers have driven this track recently in the street stocks, and one comment was they were really glad that the cars don't bounce nearly as much as the street stocks do. If you're interested in seeing just how much the street stocks bounce around and how exciting those are here at Rockingham, tune in tomorrow night. XCal returns after a week off, and they are here at Rockingham. Alex Grates has made his way up to 3rd. Jackson McLean now up to 4th. Biggest mover so far is still Dylan Kalin, currently running in 8th after starting 24th. Daniel Miller in 9th after starting in 22nd. He has made his way up through this field rather quickly as well. And it looks like Alex is not wasting any time. He's trying to get the nose in on Rothery. Can't get there yet. Jackson McLean back there in 4th. Looks like he is playing it safe for the moment. He is not pushing too hard. Roger Pierce, same thing. The 33 of Jimmy Fitzmaurice right behind this group as they get too wide ahead, giving him a chance to draft back up. Daniel Miller, who started in 22nd, has made his way up to 9th, but Dylan Kalin, so far the biggest mover of the night. Dylan looks like he's got one heck of a view there. Let's hop in the car as he crosses the start-finish line. Down into turn 1, gets the nose down under Terry Duguay. Sparks flying everywhere as they come across the bumps out of turn 2. And you hear it, they are full throttle all the way around. There is no lifting in these cars here at Rockingham. Back around one more time, staying in the draft, starting to pull up to the back bumper of Jimmy Fitzmaurice. And we got a car, almost got the wall. That was Roger Pierce, went wide off turn 2. Now he drops down to the bottom, just ahead. And a little tire squeal out of Dylan that time. 24 seconds, or 24.8 seconds. That is the lap times these guys are running. The top 5 single file for the moment. Jimmy Fitzmaurice, 0.4 of a second back from the lead pack. Dylan Kalin closing in on him as well. And Terry Duguay, he is hanging out with that group. They are trying to pull back up. Daniel Miller in 9th. David Klopotsky in 10th. Tyler Green 11th. Casey Pekela back in 12th. A couple of groups starting to form as they spread out just a little bit. From our helicopter, there is that lead battle, and it looks like Jackson McLean might be losing touch with the two leaders. There's just a small quarter-second gap there. But last time by, the two leaders were a couple hundredths of a second faster. Jackson McLean managing to pull back up, brings Alex Grates with him. Roger Pierce back in fifth has now got Jimmy Fitzmaurice in his bumper. Dylan Kalin still with him as well. Terry Duguay now 6/10 of a second back, might have lost the draft off this lead pack, but help is coming in the form of Daniel Miller and David Klopotsky back behind. They've got Tyler Green with them. Oh, we've got a car spinning. It's Roger Pierce. No caution yet. Let's see what happened. Talked about these cars. Oh! Roger just clips the apron, gets loose, and manages to get it down off the track. Roger was running in fourth place when that happened. And guys trying to avoid it, this second pack lost touch with the leaders. Harold Rothery now 6/10 of a second ahead of Alex Grates, but he has some drafting help from Jackson McLean, Jimmy Fitzmaurice, and Dylan Kalin. Also, this next group, led by Daniel Miller, has Terry Duguay, David Klopotsky, and Tyler Green in it. They're trying to gain some ground on that lead pack as well. Matt Hayden still in the lead. Matt has led almost every lap so far. Took the lead very early on and has just managed to hold off everybody. Looks like Harold Rothery, the points leader, not too big on challenging for that lead right now. Still a long way to go in the race, and he doesn't want to push his luck. Alex Grates back in third. Jimmy Fitzmaurice leading the second pack in fourth. Jackson McLean in fifth. Dylan Kalin now in sixth. Daniel Miller has made his way up into seventh place after starting 22nd. Dylan Kalin in sixth, just 10 points behind Harold Rothery in the championship. And Kyle Martin in third, 5 points back as well. Kyle Martin, though, running back in 12th, needs a little bit of luck on his side. He needs to get up to the front to have any chance of competing for this championship, because as they run out, they would pull a little bit of points, and Harold would actually pull a lot. But Alex Grates looking to the bottom. Harold Rothery drops down to block. Rothery in second has held off Alex Grates so far. Alex has looked a couple of times tonight. Hasn't been able to make anything happen. Kenny this time, he drops down to the bottom on the backstretch. In turn 3, he didn't have the nose far enough in. Rothery holds him off. Jackson McLean all alone in fourth. He has lost help from Jimmy Fitzmaurice, Dylan Kalin, and David Klopotsky. Klopotsky has actually gotten past Daniel Miller now. Fred Hool has crashed. Have no idea what happened to Fred. It looks like a possible connection issue. has assumed the lead. Matt Hayden is going to pit road. Could be a fuel stop here. Alex Greats, a little bit of a blink, back in second. He is looking to the high side on Rothery now. Alex looks to the high side yet again. He wants that lead. Oh, I'm sorry. Matt Hayden did not take the lead. He is falling back to third. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can see. Oh, it looks like he caught the apron, managed to save it up the track, and that's how the other two got past him. But he got low enough to alert us that he had gone to pit road. Great save by Matt Hayden. Jackson McLean in fourth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in fifth. That one mistake by Matt Hayden has allowed a couple of drivers to get closer. Jackson McLean now is within draft distance of Matt Hayden. Jimmy Fitzmaurice back in fifth. Still no help as a side-by-side battle between Daniel Miller and David Klopotsky for sixth place goes. Daniel Miller going to come out ahead on that one. Dylan Kalin back in 8th. Terry Duguay in 9th. And look at this mess of cars back here. Terry Duguay leading this pack. Casey Pacala right behind him. Then you have Kyle Martin, Tyler Green, and Jason Blatz all mixed up in that. Oh, we've got a car in the wall. It's the 48. Jared Lucas, big hit on the outside wall. He manages to keep that out of trouble. No caution. Let's back this up just a little bit. See what happened to Jared Lucas here. Looks like he did end up having to tow to pit road. Looks like he got a push off turn 2, gets into the safer barrier, up onto the wall, hard hit to the inside wall as well. While Harold Rothery continues to lead, Kyle Lefevre has had an incident. Looks like every incident so far tonight has involved the apron. Kyle manages to get it down off the track without impacting anybody. Harold Rothery still holding on to the lead. Alex Greats has not been able to find a way by. Jackson McLean, Matt Hayden still with him. Jimmy Fitzmaurice looked like he was gaining on this group, but has lost some ground. And now Daniel Miller is caught up. Daniel Miller drops to the bottom. He's going for 5th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice back to 7th. David Klopotsky looking for 6th now. He drops down to the bottom. Fitzmaurice up to the high side. Dylan Kalin a little further back in 8th. Casey Pacala in 9th with Kyle Martin in 10th. And it looks like there will be a competition caution at lap 50. Things could get real. Oh, we've got a car way high. That is Harold Rothery ends up going up to the high side. And Matt Hayden goes to the lead. Let's see what happened here. Rothery blinking a little bit. And Matt Hayden trying to stay down on the bottom, gets in the apron, almost had an issue there. But Alex Greats finally gets to the lead. He had been working on it for a while, couldn't find an opening. saw an opportunity, was able to take advantage of it. Nose to tail all the way around the track. Alex Great still has the lead. Matt Hayden in second. Rothery still in the fight in third. Jackson McLean in fourth. Rothery looked like he might make a move coming off turn two. Didn't have the momentum yet. Daniel Miller back in fifth, leading this second group of David Klopotsky in sixth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in seventh. Daniel Miller continues marching his way forward. After starting in 22nd, he is up to 5th. Dylan Kalin, last week's winner, started in 24th. He has made it up to 8th, but he has not been able to advance much higher than that. Casey Pekela in 9th, Kyle Martin in 10th, staying single file, trying to gain some ground. A little bobble out of Alex Greats. He got a little bit of the apron in the turn. And it was just enough to give Matt Hayden an opening. He drops down to the bottom. Matt Hayden is going to reclaim the lead. Harold Rothery is going to follow him through. Lap traffic about to become an issue for the leaders while they're in the middle of a battle. Alex Greats not giving up that easy yet, though. He drops back down into line. The lap car goes to the high side. Things are about to get a little iffy here. Everybody makes it through. Wow. What a move by Alex Greats. That was close. He has a run down the back straightaway. Can't capitalize on it. Caution is out. Competition caution. Jason Blatz had an incident a moment ago. Again, just catches a little bit of the apron, but everybody manages to get by clean. Well, Matt Hayden has the lead. Harold Rothery in second. Alex Greats is in third. Jackson McLean in fourth. Daniel Miller in fifth. David Klopotsky, Jimmy Fitzmaurice, Casey Pekela, Kyle Martin, and Dylan Kalin round out the top 10. The question is, will anybody stop here? And if they do, what will the pit strategy be? Pit road will be open this time. Will we see the leaders in? Will we see anybody try and fake to pit road? Matt Hayden drops down. Harold Rothery drops in. No fake here. They are coming to pit road. Alex Greats and Jackson McLean staying out. Daniel Miller looks like he is staying out. David Klopotsky staying out. And Alex Greats will have the lead again. Matt Hayden working his way to his pit stall. Once he's in, we'll get a quick word. Hey, Matt, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you guys come in, but it was only a couple of you. Are you worried about the strategy move here?
Well, it seemed like it was going to be close, so I think we have fast enough cars to get through if not.
Well, you come off pit road about 7th, so it looks like you're going to be in pretty good shape, and you were hard to pass once you got up to the lead.
Yeah, working with Harold here, I think we can pick our way through this. I don't think it'll be a problem to get back up front before this is over.
All right, man. Well, good luck. You've had a great run so far tonight.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Matt Hayden in the lead. I'm sorry, Alex Greats in the lead. Jackson McLean in second. Matt Hayden was the first off of pit road. Daniel Miller is third. David Klopotski fourth. Matt Hayden comes off in fifth. Casey Pekela, Harold Rothery, Kyle Martin, Tyler Green, and Jimmy Fitzmaurice round out the top 10. It looks like a lot more cars came down pit road on that second pass. And the cone car is on his way out. And the cone car at the back of the field now. He is going to set up and get ready. And dial up his in-car camera as Edmund jumps in the cone car. Stops on the start-finish line. Now the drivers are going to come around and choose their line. Didn't have anybody hit the cone car last time, but Kyle Martin did attempt to play chicken with him. Pace car on his way around, leading the field. And here they go, separating out. Some close calls, but nobody's hit the cone yet. Oh, we had a few play it close. And nobody attempts to play chicken with the cone car this time. Alex Greats reassumes the lead. Timmy Martin is getting waved around back to the lead lap. Daniel Miller, who did not come to pit road, is now in third after starting 22nd. Biggest mover of the night so far. Here they come down. Pace car about to drop in. There's a delay on the green. They'll go around one more time. Everybody is stacked back up. Looks like Timmy Martin is pulling back up to the tail end of the field. And now that the entire pack is back together with the drafting, with the way this race has gone, this is still anybody's battle. There are still 17 cars on the lead lap. Chris Johnson in 18th is about 3 laps down. Kyle Lefevre several laps down, as is Jared Lucas. And Alex Greats choosing to start up on the high side, Jackson McLean on the bottom. Alex will control the restart here. Pace car is in. They'll have about 30 to go to settle this one. Green flag in the air. Holy cow, does Alex get a good jump. Jackson McLean and David Klopotski now battling it out side by side. Daniel Miller back in fourth, still trying to pick up as many spots as possible here. Matt Hayden, who led quite a few of the first 50 laps, is now up into 5th and coming by for 4th. Harold Rothery, who he'd been working with a lot, currently in 7th, trying to get back up and work with his teammate. But Casey Pekela and David Klopotsky between them. And wow, what a move by Rothery. He is trying to find an opening and some momentum. Tries to get the nose in here, and look, here comes Tyler Green. He's got to run up on the high side. Looks like that high line, at least through 1 and 2, finally starting to come in. He is starting to make some moves. David Klopotsky up on the high side, giving him a little drafting help here. They're trying to get 3 wide down the front straightaway. Next time by will be 25 to go. These guys are not giving an inch. And this battle right here is allowing that lead pack to pull away. Casey Pekela now 0.3 of a second ahead of this second pack. Rothery keeps trying to look for an opening. Alex Great still a massive lead. Matt Hayden has made his way to 2nd, but Daniel Miller is low. Oh, there they go. Caution is out. A bunch of cars involved. Casey Pekela was caught in that. There you see the 81 gets into it. Pekela gets on the brakes, tries to get out of the way. He gets turned into the wall. Let's see if we can get another look at some of this. Jackson McLean, we saw come through. There's the 97 and the 55 directly ahead. That's where this incident started. The 97 just gets into the corner of the 55, sends him around. Several cars on pit road for repairs. And that puts Alex Greats in the lead, and now Daniel Miller in 2nd. Don't actually see Daniel Miller available. Let's see if we can get a word with our leader. Hey, Alex, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, looks like you're having a little bit of fun up there.
Yeah, it's been a good night. It's been chilling, you know. I've actually ran 0 laps at this track before tonight. I've never turned a lap at this track in this car, at least. Obviously, I have all the laps from XCal, but not in this car, and it seems like a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun up here tonight.
Well, you have been up in the front, battling in the top 3 all night, but now that you got the lead late in the race, can you hold everybody off from behind?
It's kind of tough here with the draft, you know. The draft here is such a big factor. You've really got to just run the bottom of the racetrack and just pin the car to the bottom and not let them get under you. It's really difficult on the front stretch because there is that apron. Guys have been going down there and trying to pass on the apron all night. It happened to me a few times when I was up in the lead, so I'm just going to do my best. I got Kyle behind me here. Me and Kyle are planning on working together here and maybe drafting away. I think if me and Kyle draft away, we might be able to do something with it because it's really hard to pass when you're right behind somebody, so I might be able to hold him off. I'm just worried about everybody else at this point.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully you can hold on to it. If not, man, it's been one heck of a ride, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Alex Greats has the lead. Doesn't look like the cone is going to turn around, so no cockpit view for this one. everybody sorts themselves out. And all the cars are lined back up for the restart. They'll have about 20 to go when the green flag drops. It'll be Alex Grates, Kyle Martin on the front row. You heard them say they're going to be working together here. Both of them are kind of targeted for tonight, so you never know what could happen. Roger Pierce, Harold Rothery right behind them. Dylan Kalen, Tyler Green right there. Pace car in. Green is in the air. And another good jump by Alex Grates as he gets 20 to go. Off into turn one. Kyle Martin, Roger Pierce still side by side. Kyle manages to clear. Rothery's going to come with him. Tyler Green back in fifth. David Kloponsky in sixth. Dylan Kalen now up to seventh. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 8th, Michael Cray in 9th, Terry Duguay in 10th, and look at this. Art Milne has started making his way forward. He started in 20th, up to 12th. Oh, Big Rick! They go down through 1 and 2, and just a little tap sends half the field around. Believe that was Casey Michaela where that started. It was. The 81 gets caught again. He is, I guarantee, not happy to be caught in the last two incidents. So Alex Grates still in the lead. Kyle Martin in second. Harold Rothery in third. Tyler Green, who started in 13th, now up into 4th. Roger Pierce back to 5th. David Kloponsky in 6th. 7th is Dylan Kalen. Jimmy Fitzmaurice 8th. Michael Cray 9th. Terry Duguay in 10th. Looking through, and looks like Edmund was down talking to a couple of the drivers involved in that incident. See if we can get a quick word with our second place car. Hey Kyle, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, what up?
Well, you are up in second place. It has been a wild ride to get you there, though.
Yeah, how am I in second again?
I think what happened is you went through a warp and just jumped to the front because you've come through a couple of incidents completely unscathed.
Yeah, I guess so. The first one, definitely not, but the other three, sure. Maybe, I think. I don't know, man.
Are you are your eyes open while you're out there, or are you just kind of steering and holding on?
Eyes are open, and then they close when I see cars flipping.
Well, I know that you've been involved in one. You've avoided several, but I have to ask, you have not actually wrecked anybody in this race.
No, I almost wrecked Casey when he checked up on me and we were drafting, but that doesn't count.
Well, hopefully that will continue, but I'm sure there's going to be some great shots in the Kyle Wrecked Me Discord before the night's out.
Oh, yes, there was also going to be one of me just parking it in front of Ed on the cone car. Did you like that, by the way?
I did. That was awesome. I got a big chuckle out of that one.
Yeah. Ed told me I can't touch the cone car, but I got up close and personal to it.
Yes, you did. All right, man.
Stared him in the eyes.
Good luck, and hopefully after the race you can send Edmund to the moon.
Oh, yes. I will very much hope so.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you, man.
All right, Kyle Martin, obviously in a good mood, has no idea how he got to second, but he's having some fun while he's up there. As they come down for what could be the final restart, there'll be about 14 laps left to go when they hit the start-finish line. Alex Grates, Kyle Martin have the front row. Tyler Green, Harold Rothery on the second row. Dylan Kalin and Roger Pierce on the third row. Dylan's march toward the front continues. Can he finish it up with the win? Pace car is in. Alex gets a good jump. Green flag is in the air. 14 to go. They're side by side for third, but it looks like Rothery's going to get it. Tyler Green now in fourth. He has room to slip back in. Roger Pierce in fifth. Oh! Dylan Kalin almost gets put into the wall. Oh! Holy cow! Roger Pierce, way loose through 3 and 4, manages to save it. What a save by Roger Pierce. The top four have gotten a little breakaway. Now David Klopotsky in 5th and Dylan Kalin back to 6th. Michael Cray in 7th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 8th. Terry DeGay in 9th. Daniel Miller in 10th. Battling for actually Roger Pierce. Looks like he's about to take 10th. He had drifted as far back as 11th after getting loose on that lap, on the lap of the restart through 3 and 4, and now fighting his way back toward the front. Meanwhile, Alex Grates has the lead, but Tyler Green gets under. Oh, he gets under the points leader. Harold Rothery is in the wall. Caution is out. It looks like he gets down. Rothery tries to come down and just doesn't realize how far in Tyler Green was. And I want to try and catch a quick word with the 6th place car. Michael Cray started in 17th. He has managed to make his way all the way up to 6th. How much further up can he make it? Hey, Michael, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, you started in 17th. You've made your way up to 6th. Can you get the rest of the way toward the front?
Hopefully I can. Car feels good right now.
It's
So
definitely been a wild one for you. You've managed to avoid most of the chaos, but you've come through a couple incidents so far.
yeah, that last one was real scary. Happened right in front of me.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I have to ask, brown pants today?
Maybe a little.
Well, it definitely paid off for you. Now, Dylan has picked up a lot of spots as well. Are you guys working together to the front, or are you going to just try and get past him as quickly as possible?
Try to get past them, since there's only 10 laps left.
All right, man. Well, you have had one heck of a run toward the front. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you in victory lane.
Thanks.
All right, Michael Cray, a bit surprised to be up there. Barely survived that last incident. It happens right in front of him, and now shows him in 5th place. Dylan Kalin now being shown up in 4th. It looks like Tyler Green went to pit road. I think he might have gotten an EOL for causing that incident, if I'm not mistaken, so he will have to go to the tail end of the field. Edmund Jones should be in position, or getting himself in position. There we are. As the cars come around, it'll be less than 10 to go. And remember, just like in XCal tomorrow night at 5 laps to go, there will be no cautions unless it's a situation where it will impact the track or the race itself. Otherwise, 5 to go, they'll hear green, green, green from race control, and then it is full send for 5 laps. All right, here they come to sort themselves out. Alex choosing the high line again, splitting pretty evenly this time. Nobody trying to play chicken with the cone car this time around. Worth noting, it would be really awesome if the cone car made an appearance in the XCal race, driven by either Edmund Jones, Austin Edwards, or Christopher Johnson. Just saying, guys. The cone car needs to appear in XCal. It just needs to be a paint job on one of y'all's street stocks one week. Because that would be really, really cool. And the cone car goes flying by the field. That's the only time you'll see a 34 Legend faster than a Wayland Mod. Great job, Edmund. That was awesome, buddy. All right, cone car is in. I'm betting he got a speeding penalty. Pace car is in. Alex is down and away. Green flag is in the air. They're going to have 7 to go. Alex reassumes the lead into turn 1. Kyle Martin is with him. David Klepotsky, Dylan Kalin, and Michael Cray all right there, rounding out the top 5. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 6th, Terry Duguay 7th, Roger Pierce is 8th, Daniel Miller 9th, and Matt Hayden in 10th. Oh, a little wiggle out of Alex. Kyle takes advantage on the high side. When they come around, it'll be 5 to go. They'll get green, green, green. There will be no cautions once they cross the start-finish line. The top 3 are going at it now. No more cautions. Back behind, there is still battles going on. Dylan Kalin has made his way up to 4th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 5th. Michael Cray still battling up on the high side in 6th. Roger Pierce is coming back. He is in 7th. Terry Duguay in 8th. Matt Hayden back in 9th. Daniel Miller in 10th. 4 laps to go. Alex Great still holding on to the lead. Kyle Martin all over the back bumper. David Klepotsky keeps looking up on the high side. And Kyle Lefevre is out of the race, so he is cheering on Dylan Kalin. Dylan up in 4th, but there's a run coming on the high side. And up front, oh wow. It is getting really sketchy out there. Last time by, Daniel Miller actually set the fastest lap of the race, back in 10th. Now up to 8th, Daniel on the move. They're 3 wide at the front, or trying to get that way. Kyle Martin looks to the high side, doesn't have the momentum. Alex Great's just holding the bottom line. Dylan Kalin now up into 4th, trying to run them all down. It'll be white flag this time by. Anything could happen from here. Alex dropping down to the bottom. White flag in the air. He's blocking the apron pass. Back behind, still a ton of side-by-side racing as Matt Hayden tries to work his way to the front. Alex has the bottom. Here comes Kyle Martin. He's got to run up top. Can he make it happen? I think they touched briefly. It won't be enough. Alex Great pull. Oh, look at that move. Kyle Martin went to the grass to try and make the pass. Wasn't enough. Alex Great pulls the win. Let's take a quick look at Kyle Martin there at the finish line. Off of turn 4. He knew Alex was going to go low. He tried to go lower and was full send through the grass. David Klopotski finishes third. Dylan comes home fourth. Matt Hayden is fifth. Terry Duguay, Michael Cray, Daniel Miller, Tyler Green, and Harold Rothery round out the top 10. Oh, Kyle Lefevre, we saw the issues he had earlier in the race due to force feedback on his car, on his wheel, not working correctly. Okay, doesn't look like we have our third place finisher available to talk to. We do have second place. Hey Kyle, this is Doug. You got me?
I do.
Out of turn 4, you knew Alex was going to go low, so you went way, way lower, didn't you?
I mean, I told him when we were in the chat together, I was like, dude, I'm going to take it to the grass, man. I got to try something.
It looked like coming down the back straightaway with 2 to go, you went to the high side. It looked like, I mean, you pulled even with him until you got to turn 3. It looked like you might have had a shot there for a moment.
Yeah, no, I had experimented a couple laps before that where I'd come off the corner or off a 3 the lap before and then go through 1 and 2 on the high side and get a run to the outside of them and then, try and pull even or get a little bit ahead of them. But I knew if I pulled even, there was no chance I was going to clear him off of 4, but and it happens. So
still a second place finish, and you didn't wreck anybody tonight.
I did not. I almost wrecked people at the end, but I did not.
Well, there is something to be proud of, although there were quite a few wrecks tonight. None of them were your fault, and you come home with a second place finish.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty fun racing there with Alex, especially going through the grass at the end. I almost had him, too.
Actually, I think just a quick look at this, you might actually pull up into second at... It'll be very close between you and Dylan for second in points coming into tonight, but you'll both close the gap on Harold Rothery.
Yeah, dang. I with the points battle, it's either wreckers or checkers for me, apparently. I either get, like 12th place or I get first and second here.
Well, it's definitely working off. You've marched your way up, and keep it up, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, let's see if we can get a word with our winner. Hey, Alex, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, I have to ask, were you worried when you saw Kyle go in the grass?
I was a little bit worried. He said he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it, but the last laps before that, every single time I would run down to the grass. I would run down on the apron and keep him behind me, and I just plan on doing the same thing. I mean, I run a lot of restrictor plate stuff in the official. I run a lot of short track stuff too, so I kind of combine those skills to bring home the win tonight.
It definitely paid off. I think it's going to come down to, I think you'll end up having led the most laps as well tonight. And pretty dominant performance. Once you got to the lead, you were pretty much impossible to get past.
Yeah, I was using those restarts there to get out in front by at least a little bit and give myself a gap. I was hoping I would be able to keep the gap pretty big for a while, but it seemed like with the draft, I could only stay out front without any competition for about 2 to 3 laps there. Which, of course, it sucked, but it was obviously enough to keep him behind me and bring home the win.
Well, it was a great win tonight. A wild race. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, Alex Grates pulls off the win at Rockingham in what was a very exciting and wild race. Kyle Martin finishes second. David Klopotski in third. Another epic race from the Jones BS Racing League. And don't forget, come back tomorrow night, because while they did 2 and 3 wide here, they'll be 4 wide in the street stocks with XCal tomorrow night here at Rockingham. I promise you, you do not want to miss that race. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to check out the website, htsai.net. You can find all of our social media and YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that fun stuff. You can find it all there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful night.